On my desktop, I have a CDISC folder. In the CDISC folder, I have ADaM folder. In that, I have an ADSL one. And here we have a specification sheet. This is the specification sheet I have. And then here we have all the data sets. Remember what we did. First of all, we killed that work library. If you have any previous data sets, catalogs and everything, I want to delete those. And I deleted it. And then, I told you we should, in the real time, we read the prompt into procedure to export the log into external location. So this is the library I created. Then I developed a macro for sorting purpose. And then after that, we have created ADSL_DM from all the data set that all the variables that what we can do from the DM domain. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Tell me, what is the next data set from where we can get the data after the DM domain, DM data set? By saying the specification, can you please tell me from where we can get the data after the DM?
Yes.
We have next data set subject characteristics. We can get the data from the subject characteristics. Now, from the subject characteristics, we can get only one variable. Tell me what is the variable that we can get? The 12th row. What is the variable that we can get from the subject characteristics?
Subject initials.
Subject initials. Now tell me, what is the program I should write to get the subject initials?
Sir, మళ్ళీ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారా?
Subject is equal to subject instance, then subject instance equal to SE or RES.
Tell me what are the programming concept that we can write to get the subject initials? Tell me what is the program I should write by seeing this derivation?
Subject characteristics.
If SE test 3D equal to subject initials, then subject initials equal to SE ORRES.
I'm creating a data set now. Data ADSL underscore SC set. I'm creating from the SC data set. Tell me what is the algorithm, what is the condition that you want me to write?
If SC test 3D equal to SE subject initials.
Okay.
Then subject initials equal to SE ORRES.
Yeah. Here we have a condition SC.SC ORRES. That means whatever the value that we have in SC ORRES, that is going to be subject. But when the test CD is equal to subject SUBJ INIT. So then how we should write that one? I'm writing if SC test CD is equal to, if you want to know that one, go to that libraries, go to the work library, open the subject characteristics. Here we have test CD. Where we have the test CD? Do we have a test CD? This is the test CD we have. So now, if SC test CD is equal to 10, what are the value we should create? SUBJ INIT is equal to, isn't it? Is that the same variable?
Yes, sir.
What are the variable we should have? SUBJ INIT is equal to, what values we should have? SC OR RES.
RES.
Now write the run statement. We'll select the program and then execute the program. Now we are going to have the data set called ADSL underscore SC. Now I have a new variable called subject initials. In future, I want to merge this data set with this data set. Okay. If you want to merge, what are the common variables you should have? We should have a common variable study ID and user ID. And along with that, what is the variable I want to have now? SVBJ ID. So I want to have only 3 variables. If you want to have only 3 variables, what we can do now? We can write keep option or a statement, whatever you want, you can write it. Now I'm writing keep is equal to, yes, I want to have a study ID. Now I'm writing study ID. Then I want to have use of bit ID. Then I want to have SUBJ IN. Now, if I select the program, execute the program. Now this is how we are going to have ADSL underscore SC. Can you see? I have the required 3 variables. In the future, I can merge this data set with other data sets. So what we can do, only one variable from subject characteristics. Now I got the information from the subject characteristics. Then the next one, I want to get the information from vital signs. Tell me, what are the variables that we can get it from the vital signs? What are ways you can get from the vital signs?
Height BL, weight BL, BMI BL.
Height BL, weight BL, and BMI BL. How to get that height, weight, BMI BL? Tell me, what is the value should keep in height BL?
VS test చేయండి.
No, not test shading.
VS STRS.
We should keep VS STRSN, but when we should keep the VS STRSN?
If visit equal to screening and VS test equal to height,
Then what is the condition I should write now?
then height BL equal to VS STRS.
Tell me what is the SAS statement I should write to get that? What is the SAS statement I should write? Condition
If visit equal to screening and VS test equal to height, then height BL equal to VS STRS.
okay. Then I will tell you one thing. We have a data set called vital signs. I will show you the vital signs data set. In the vital signs data set, this is the test CD that we have. In that we have BMI, DIABB, and then we have a visit, and then we have a VSSTRS. How to get these values now? How to get that one? That means, we have sub ID. Okay, we have VS test CD, and then we have a VS visit, and then we have VS STRES. 101 has got height, 101 has got weight, 101 has got temperature, because all these vital signs, 101 has got BMI, and again 101 has got a respiration or something, and then 101 has got cis-BP, and then 101 has got diabetes. Okay. In this way, say for example, imagine 101 has got these many observations, and now 102 also got these many observations. Okay, 102 also got these many observations. Just imagine this is 102, like this one. Just imagine. Okay, and all these are screening visit or visit 1 or something, or screening visit. And again, from here it is, running visit or something, from here onwards. And again, this is starting off for treatment 1. And then it is the starting of the treatment 2. Okay. In this way I have, and just imagine this is the follow-up or something. We have in this way. Now what I want to do, this information I want to have in whatever that height value that we have here. This information I want to have in height baseline. This information I want to have in this information I want to have in a weight baseline. Now this information I want to have height, weight, BMI baseline, and again for 102, this as a height baseline, weight baseline, this is a BMI baseline. But here we have in the vertical dimension, but in the ADSL, I want to have like this one, SUBJID, then I want to have height BL, then weight BL, then I want to have BMI BL. In this direction I want to have. So in the SGDM, we have a vertical dimension, But now in ADaMS, I want to have a horizontal dimension. How to get that information in horizontal dimension?
Proc transpose.
You want to make transpose because I don't require everything.
First, separate only
You can
screen-
create the separate datasets for each variable.
only for screening visit details. So,
Okay.
if VS
Now
visit is
we can
equals
do
to
one
screening,
method by using if then else output. We can create a multiple data sets, isn't it? Now data. I want to create data set called HT, WT, and BMI. Set from where I'm creating all these data sets, I want to create from vital sets.
yes.
Okay. Now tell me the condition. What is the condition I can write now? By seeing this one, can you tell me the condition? If visit is equal to screening.
Is screening.
If visit is equal to screening, because it's a character data, case sensitive. Why should I take that as now? I will go to the vital signs data set. In the vital signs where we have a visit variable, in the visit variable, if we have a screening. Here we have a screening.
Visit.
Okay. If visit is equal to screening and VS test CD is equal
STD
to
is equals to height.
VS test CD is equal to height. Now I want to get where we have height. If I open the data set, it is going to be difficult for me to identify where we have a VS test CD height. Why should I take all this risk? I wanted a small piece of code. Now I'm writing proc SQL, select distinct VS test CD from VS, and then I'm writing the question. What this program will do? It will print VS test CD distinct values. Now we have all the values. Now which one I should copy then?
Height.
Now I'm going to copy that height. I'll go to the program and VS test CD is equal to height, then output HD. In the same way, then what should I write now? I can
If
write the
visit
same
is
thing.
equals to screening,
If visit is equal to screening and VS test CD is equal to
weight.
weight, then output
Weight.
in the same way. If visit is equal to screening and test CD is equal to BMI, then output.
BMI.
Now I am writing the run statement. Okay. Now let's execute this program. Now we are going to have three data sets: HT, WT, and BMI. I will open, say for example, HT data set. Now tell me, do we require all these variables? No, I require only study ID, use subject ID, and what are the variable I require now?
VS
VS
test.
STRESN. Okay, but how I want to have that VS STRESN nothing but now what? VS STRESN nothing but what?
Height.
Height baseline, height BL,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Height weight.
Which is nothing but
Yes.
height BL, no? So what is height BL? Height BL is nothing but VS STRESN. But when we have visit is equal to screening and test CD is equal to height. So
Height.
now simply what I can write now, I am going to write, I want to have only three variables. So by the way, in all the three races, I want to have only three variables. So what do you want me to write? I will write a statement. Now I am writing a keep statement. In the keep statement, I am going to specify study ID. Okay, use of pick ID, Then I'm keeping VS, ST, RE, SL. Now, in all the three data sets, we are going to have only three variables. But now tell me how we should have this VS, ST, RSN in HT data set. In the HD data set, we need to have this as a height baseline, isn't it? And in the WT data set, how we should have that one? The same thing, we should have it as a weight baseline.
Weight based.
And in the BMI, how we should have that one? The same VSSTRSN
baseline.
BMI baseline. So then what should I do now? I should rename the VSSTRSN variable, isn't it? Would be able to follow everybody? So now I want to rename separately. Now here I'm going to write rename is equal to, open the parenthesis, VSSTRESN is equal to, I want to have what is this one? I want to have it as
Height baseline.
height BL.
BL.
Close the parenthesis students. Now I want to run the same program for the remaining two data sets also, but in the WT, how we should have that one?
Weight BL. Weight based BL.
And in the BMI, I want to have it as a BMI baseline.
BMI.
So here
BMI.
I'm going to write
BL.
weight BL, and then here I'm going to write BMI BL. Okay, now if I select the program, execute the program, in all the three data sets, now the variable is going to get renamed. In the BMI data set, now it has a BMI BL. In HT data set is going to be height BL. In WT data set, it is going to be weight BL. Now we have all the three variables. For the time being, I want to merge three data sets, these three data sets. If you want to merge three data sets, what is the program we should write now? Data, I want to have ADSL underscore VS. Merge, what are the data sets I want to merge? HT, WT, BMI. By which variables? I want to do it by study ID, user. But what is the problem if you want to do this one? We need to sort.
Yes.
I think already we have a sorting processor, no? Can I use this one, no? We have macro,
Yes,
no? Then what do you want me to do? Percentage sort. What is the data set I want to sort it? HT, comma by which variables?
WT,
Study ID,
study ID,
USUBJ.
U sub J ID.
Then I want to do the same thing for three data sets. The second one is WT. The third one is
BMI.
Now, first of all, I'm sorting, and after the sorting, I want to execute this program. Now we execute the program. Yes, we are going to have ADSL underscore VS. Now, can you say what are the variables that we have in that? Study ID, U subject ID, height BL, weight BL, and BM. Now, this is what we can do with ADSL. And yes, we have created all the variables that what we can do from the ADSL. Okay. Can we go with the next set? No. Now, I want to get the variables from now. What are the variable data sets that we have left with now? One is a disposition, another one is exposure. Exposure is a very big one. We need to do so many variables. We'll do that one at the end. Before that exposure, I will go with the disposition. Now tell me from the disposition, what are the variables that you can generate? We can do completed flag, okay? And then we can do treatment end date. Can you see? This is the treatment end date from the DS only. Date of discontinuation, that is also from the DS. Date of final contact, that is also from the TS. Early termination code, that is also from the TS. And then reason for early termination, that is also from the TS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we have ICDT, total 6 variables you can do. Okay. Now, how to do all the 6 variables? First of all, I want to do informed consent date. What is the condition I should write for the informed consent date? How we can do that one? What is informed consent date? Informed consent is nothing but TSS only, isn't it? But when
If DS term is equal to informed consent obtained.
so when the DS term is equal to informed consent obtained, then whatever the DSS date that we have, that is going to be informed consent ICDT. But I want to have it as a numerical. I want to have it in date and format. Tell me as a programming code how we can do that. I want to do ICDT. By the way, this is the disposition data set. What is the condition that you want to be writing? Data. I'm creating, so for example, DS1 set I'm creating from the DS. Tell me what is the condition I should write? If DS term is equal to
Informed
DS term is
consent.
equal to what I should have? Informed consent obtained. So I'm going to copy that one. And I will write a more cautionary, precautious statement. When we have a DS term is equal to informed consent obtained, what is the DS category be? Anybody?
Protocol milestone.
Very good, protocol milestone. I want to write that one also. So now I'll go to the category. Can you see what we have here? Protocol milestone. I will take that one also. And I will write one more thing. And DS STDTC not equal to missing value. Then what do you want me to do? ICDT is equal to input of, tell me how we have DS STDTC in the DS dataset. We have YY,
MND.
DD.
10 dot.
Tell me what you want me to do. Yes, STDTC, comma, YY, MM, DD, 10. Now it will be get converted into a numerical variable. So we are going to have a large number of days. Then what should I do? I should have format for ICDT. What is the format that we require?
Date name.
Date. Now first of all, I will close this data set. I will execute the program, this program. Now we are going to have a DS1 data set. Now in the DS1 data set, now we are going to have a new variable called, what is the new variable we are going to have? Informed consent date. And by the way, why I should require all these variables? I don't require. For the merging purpose in future, I want to have a study ID and use object ID. What is the new variable I want to have now? ICDT. I want to have only 3 variables. So now I will write a keep statement. Now I'm writing keep. Yes, I want to have a study ID. I want to have a use object ID. And then I want to have an ICDT. Now select the program and execute the program. Yes, I'm going to have only the 3 variables in the DS. Now, do you require these observations? No. I want to have only informed consent date observations. I don't require all. If you want to have only where we have informed consent date value, then what is the condition you want to be write? Now I'm writing where is equal to, open the data set, ICDT not equal to null value. Now we execute the program. I am going to have a DS1 data set. Now, can you see? We have only 3 variables and we have 24 observations and we have each and every subject informed consent date. Clear this one? Now, we have done with informed consent date. Then, yes, I want to do this one. Treatment end date. If you want to generate the treatment end date, what is the program you should write?
Where?
Where?
DS term is equal to last does, then TRT, ED,
You know, if a DS term is equal to lost dose, whatever the STDTC value that we have, that will become as a treatment end date. But I want to have only the date part. Tell me what the if condition will write. If a DS term is equal to lost dose, then TRT EDT is equal to which variable value? DS STDTC. But how we should have? I want to have only the date part. Tell me the program. What is the program that you can suggest? Now data. I want to create this term DS2. Set I'm creating from the DS1. Now tell me what you want me to do. If DS term is equal to, I'll go to the DS. What is the word you need to take? What is the text that you should pick?
last dose.
This is the
Date
date
of
of last dose. I'm going to pick that one. Now, if DS term is equal to date of last dose, then what the variable we should create? TRT EDT is equal to input of DS STDTC, comma. ఒకసారి DS STDTC లో ఏముందో చూడండి. What we have in the only year value, only date value, we have both the date and time. We have only date, no? So again, even I want to have only the date part. Simply what I can write now?
Yes,
Y by mm DD10. Now write the run statement. Now select this program and execute the program. Yes, we are going to have a DS2 data set. If I open the DS2, yes, now I'm going to have, what is the problem that I have?
For format
From the DS. We should do that. No, we should do that from the DS. Yes, I'm doing from the DS. So now we have like this one. We have studied, we have all the variables along with all the variables. So now we have a new variable called treatment ended. Now, do we require all the variables?
No, sir.
What are the variables that we require?
Subject ID, user
We require
ID.
study ID, USUBG ID, then I want to have TRT EDT. And by the way, TRT EDT in the last number of days, we should write TRT EDT. What is the format I should apply?
Date and date.
Okay. And if I execute the program, this is how I'm going to have a DS2. Now, what is the problem with this now? I don't require all that observations, sir. I want to have only TRT EDT values. Then what is the condition you want to be write?
Where TRT.
TRT not equal to this.
TRT EDT not equal to.
Yes, sir.
Now we go to the program. I am going to have a DS2 data set. What is the problem with this program? Can somebody explain me? I did a mistake in this program.
Where statement.
Where condition, sir?
Where statement.
Why? What is the problem with where?
Where condition work on only existing variables.
You cannot write a where statement on newly created variable. Okay? Where works only with the variable which is present in
Existing
data set. So then what should I do now? I should not write a where statement. I should go with
where option.
Where is equal to, open the parenthesis, EDT not equal to null value, close the parenthesis to TRT EDT, right?
Yes.
Now select the program, execute the program. Now we have a DS2 data set. Now, yes, we have the required three variables. In future, I can merge this one with other data sets. Clear so far? Now, the next will I want to have date of discontinuation. Read this one and explain me what is this, or what is the if condition, what is the SAS condition you can write?
DS cat is about.
And, before reading that one, tell me where we can find whether the subject is discontinued or not.
Disposition.
Disposition.
So what is the condition in the disposition?
Term will be discontinued.
Okay. You will not have that information.
Completed.
Is equal to disposition event and term not equal to completed.
చూడండి డిఎస్ టర్మ్ లో కనుక సక్సెస్ఫుల్ కంప్లీట్ చేశారు అనుకోండి, కంప్లీటెడ్ అనుకుంది, వేరే రీజన్ ఉందనుకోండి, యూ విల్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ కంప్లీటెడ్. వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ మేబీ అడ్వర్స్ event, maybe loss to follow up, maybe screen failure. We are going to have some other information. But what we are going to have in the category?
Disposition event.
If the subject is successfully leaving or unsuccessfully, but category is going to be always
Disposition.
Disposition.
Now read this one and tell me, what did you understand?
Date.
We need to get the DSSCDC into date of discontinuation, but what is the condition? When the category is equal to disposition event,
And
And term is
this
not
term is
complete.
not equal to not equal to complete.
చూడండి DS term is equal to completed అయ్యి category కనుక disposition event అని అనుకోండి, what does that mean? That means it's successfully completed.
Completed.
But when it is going to be unsuccessfully, if DS are not equal to completed, but DS cat is equal to,
Disposition event.
tell me, what do you want to be right now?
If
I am going to create a card data set DS3, set from the DS. Tell me, what do you want me to do? If DS term not equal to,
Completed.
so it is in a case sensitive data, why should I take risk? So I will go to that
no,
again.
yes, sir.
I will go to that, sorry. I will go to the DS data set. So now I will get here completed. Okay, so not equal to completed. And
DS
DS cat
cat
equal to disposition.
Disposition event.
disposition event.
So here we have a DS cat. I'm getting the disposition event. Disposition test is so important for ADSL. We can get so much of information. Okay. Then
Out.
date of discontinuation. Discontinuation date. What is the variable name that we should have? DS DC DT. Okay. Now DS DC DT is equal to input of DS STDTC, comma YY MM DD.
MM, DD, 10 dot.
So do we require all the variables? No. What are the variables that you require?
ID, subject.
DID,
Study ID.
new subject
New
ID,
subject ID.
DS DC.
DS DT.
No. Yes, we should write the format. Format DS DC DT. I want to have a date line format.
Date 9 dot.
Now select the program, execute the program. Now we are going to have a DS3. Now this is how we have. Only 3 subjects discontinued from the study. Okay. Now I do not require all the observations. I want to have only those 3 observations. Tell me, what do you want me to do?
Where
Yes.
DS
Where is
DC
equal to?
DC.
DS DC DT
DC
not
DT.
equal to.
Not equal to
Not.
dot.
Now select the program, execute the program. Yes, we have DS3, and this is how we have. Okay. Now, I want to have DS LVDT, date of final contact. Then tell me what is the condition I should write. Date of final contact, nothing but DS STDTC only. But when?
When DS term is equals to data final contact.
Final contact.
Date of final contact. If that is the case, we should write it. Tell me what is the condition you want to be right.
If
If
DS
DS term is equals to data final contact,
then DS
LVDT
LVDT is equal to
is equal to DSS.
yes. It is
Very good. So tell me, I will write down data. Okay. PS4 set DS
DS
if
if
DS
DS term
term
is
is equal to
data final contact
DS term is equal to
Data of final
data
contact.
final contact,
then
then
DSLV
DS
DT.
LVDT
is
is
equal
equal to DS
input of
DS
DS
STD
STDC comma
YY
YYMMDD.
MSBD comma
But do you require all the variables?
format.
No.
No,
We require only study ID, VSVBJ ID, and we require
DS term
DSLV
ECDD
and the format DSLVDT 89. Do we require all the observations?
sir 9 dot
So 9 dots.
Okay. Do you require all the observations?
no
Where is equal to?
Where is-
Open the DSLVDT not equal to
missing
numerical variable. No? Yes. Now select the program, execute it. Yes, we have a DS4. Now we have a DS4. And yes, sir, we have all the final contacts. Now, I want to have early termination code. What is the logic for early termination code?
Yes, capital.
Early termination code is nothing but TSD code. But when
DS term is not completed.
the same logic that what we have written for, that variable which is TSDCDT, but
Yes.
but this time what is the value which value we should have in the early termination code? We should have a TSD code. So then what is the logic here going to? If DS term not equal to completed and DS cat is equal to disposition event, then early termination code is equal to TSD.
DSD code.
Understand this one? So DS
Sir,
term not equal to
ET code की DSDCT DT की difference है सर.
no, DSDT is a date.
हाँ.
It is the reason why. But in this we should have DSSDTC, but in this we should have a D code. Now can you tell me the next variable ET reason?
Reason. DS term.
Logic is same, but in this time, what is the variable value should have in the DS reason, ET reason?
DS term.
Yes,
we
term.
should have.
Very good. Now for the DSDCDT, for early termination code, for reason for early termination, for all the three, the condition is same, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
But when the condition is same, why we should write it separately? Why can't we do everything in one program? Can't we do in one program? So if the condition is same, but if you want to create a multiple variables, what is the concept that we use? If then do.
Do.
Now see, if DS term not equal to completed and DS cat equal to disposition event, then do. Now, by writing a do statement, how we should end with? Somewhere you should end with end statement, right? Now tell me, what is the second variable I should require? I should have.
If DS term
DS
not
term.
Second variable.
DSLVD.
DSLVD.
ET code. Okay,
ET code.
ET code is equal to what do you want to be right now? ET code is equal to DS
DSD code.
Again, ET reason is equal, RES is equal to
DS term.
DS term. That's it. For all the three variables, The logic is same, isn't it? So then I want to have these three variables also. I want to have DSDT, DSDCDT. I want to have ET code. Then I want to have ET reason. Yes, we are going to have a DS3. Now, can you see?
Yes, sir.
We have all three. What is that missing? DSDCDT, ET code.
ET.
Something is missing.
ET reason is missing, sir. Reason.
RES. RES.
RES.
Now we are going to have that one also. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to merge all these data sets together, DS1, DS2, DS3, DS4. Then what you want me to do? Percentage sort, open the parenthesis, PS1, study ID,
Subject.
user feedback.
DS2, DS3, DS4.
So, you no need to do it separately. We can merge this DS1, DS2, DS3, 4 also with ADSL underscore DM, ADSL underscore SC, ADSL DSL. But I want to do it separately so to avoid the confusion. Now, data. I want to have ADSL underscore DS merge DS1, DS2, 3, 4, 5, study ID, use subject. Do you know what is the information that we have in the DS1? Informed consent obtained, right? We have for all the 24 subjects we have informed consent, but in the DS2, DS3, I don't have all that observations. In the DS3, I have information about only for 3. In the DS4 also, like this one. What I want to do, I want to do the left join. Do you know what you mean by left join?
DS1 matching.
I want to have all the data. I want to have all the data from,
Left table.
DS1, matching data from.
Right table.
DS2,
Simply, I am writing
Yes.
if in DS1.
Yes.
Now we go to the program. Now I'm going to have ADSL underscore DSL. Now can you see? We have study ID, use subject ID, informed consent rate, treatment end date. We have date of last known contact. Then we have DSL. What is this one? Discontinuation date, early termination code, reason for early termination. In future, what I can do now, I can merge this ADSL underscore DS with ADSL underscore DM, ADSL underscore SC, and ADSL underscore VS. Clear so far? Anybody has got any doubts? Such an important thing. If you were able to do programming for this one, confidently you can keep ADSL in your resume. Okay. Now, one we should do now, which is an exposure. We have to do so many variables from exposure because we have lot of treatments. We have 5 treatments. We should create 5 planned treatments, 5 actual treatments. For all the 5 treatments, we should have a start date and time. We should have a treatment started. We should have a safety analysis flag. We have to do so many things. Okay. We'll do all the exposures in tomorrow's class, and we'll create the final answer in tomorrow's class. Okay. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. See you in tomorrow.
See you soon.
Sir, please conduct meetings in Teams. Sir.
It's not in my hand. Parmesh asked the management. Okay. Dr. Parmesh.
Okay, sir.